Chapter 2, Subjectivity. In Oriental teaching, there is a degree in which man frees himself from subjectivity. Subjectivity is that state of being under the power or authority of another, or a system of ideas, or a code of action derived from the findings of the senses. When man frees himself from this subjectivity, he recognizes that all mentation, viz. Their appearance, presence, change, or disappearance, that is in the field of consciousness, have no genuine reality. They are neither in a temporal nor in a spatial, that is having nature of space, relation with the one soul, for they are not self-existent. In other words, when man enters into the oneness, he loses all the duality of life, which he now sees as the illusion he once called reality. He sees the rose within the rose and the substance within the symbol, and knows where reality lies. Likewise, he sees the life unchangeable and eternal in the manifestations of health, which is but a limited concept of life put through the glass darkly of appearances which man has accepted and to which he has become subject. To the savage, things which are natural to an engineer appear as magic and the workings of a tribal god. He does not understand them, so fears them, and hence can be hurt by them, as a child in its ignorance can be injured by electricity. When we recognize, even in a small degree, that all states of mentation, every degree of the human thought or finding, that is, all appearances, presence, changes, and even their disappearances, have in actuality no reality, then we begin to experience freedom. Appearances are but shadows cast by spirit in the world of illusion. Hence, man does walk through the shadows of belief, even as he is told he shall walk through fire, water, closed doors, and even death, not to work miracles, not to mystify or to induce worship, but because when he is sealed in the word of Jesus Christ, he discovers that all the mentations of the human mind are but illusions. And if it be necessary for him literally to set them aside, he will do so, as Jesus did in all his so-called miracles. The illusion of the mind, under subjectivity of the human self-made laws, saw the healings of Jesus as something from on high, or something from the realm of mystery. But Jesus was automatically operating the law of God and took no cognizance of the mentation of the human thought. When you live in the recognition of the true values of life, you rise above subjectivity of the human mind and are freed into the realm of pure spirit. At this level, what you tell the Father in secret is declared from the housetops of manifestation as a natural sequence. Nothing else could happen. When Jesus went within and shut the door, he entered the degree beyond subjectivity of any and all human thinking and manifestation, and he then functioned from the place of God. Here he found the reality that does not pass away and is not subject to belief, nor space, nor time, but revealed the nowness of God. Finally, the freeing of oneself from the mentations of the human belief causes man to take his rightful place in regard to the coming and going of things. Unto Caesar are the things of Caesar rendered, and unto God the things which are God's. And the discovery of rendering unto God the power which is animating everything in the universe will cause a subtle change to take place in manifestation. It takes the power away from the inanimate thing and places it where it belongs. To discover God as life in the temple body is to cause the manifestation of health to rise many degrees in the body. To contemplate God as life is to cause the action of this life in the temple body to be equal to anything which it has to perform, even though this may seem beyond the accepted possibilities of the body. When this release from subjectivity takes place, many of the revelations of Jesus Christ will become natural and normal. The unenlightened being has nothing but his subjectivity to follow, and this can be on any one of 1,000 levels. Thus, the savage, in following his pattern, is doing the best he can, and until he becomes Christ enlightened, he continues to function under the laws of his subjectivity. Thus, if he believes that sitting in a draft causes him to have a stiff neck or get pneumonia, he will come under the law of his accepted subjectivity and produce these effects, and will have to use other laws to relieve himself. That is the end of chapter 2. Subjectivity.